picked it up at a steal for 25. Go figure. Anyway, so the hyenas are circling and drooling from the oil of the 21st century. Canada's precious fresh water. They call it a natural resource. I call it a human right. Use the Bank of Canada to finance what we need and stop supporting private bankers' greed. We'd be running a surplus and get to keep our country too. What a concept! But it's a small price to pay to get out of getting screwed. This country's in debt to private banks. Nobody asks, who are we in debt to? We just pay the nose. 45 billion each year in interest, and the debt still grows. Use the Bank of Canada to finance what we need. Use the Bank of Canada to finance what we need. Interest-free infrastructure loans. Can you say that slowly with me one time?
Interest-free infrastructure loans.
So that the $45 billion that we are paying private banks in useless interest over and over and over again every year can be spent on something good, like Canadians.
Woo!
Thank you for listening.
Sweet.